Oh, what's up? Hey, check this out. Check this out, man. Check this out. This video is just a moto vlog. So if you don't want to watch me moto vlog, you don't want to hear me talk on moto vlogging, this ain't your video. This is just me getting on Ezra, aka my Honda Navi, and I'm just riding to my truck to pick up my actual iPad. I'm trying to make a video here, so if you guys want to know what video that is, it's going to be on that new Insta360 2-in-1 reader. Shout out to Insta360. This is not a sponsored video. Don't be fooled by the shirt. I just figured I'd wear Insta360 merch while I'm talking about Insta360-ish, okay? But this 2-in-1 reader is not only for Insta360 stuff. If you got DJI cameras, if you have GoPro cameras, you can use this 2-in-1 quick reader to move files around, to store files, especially with this quick reader. It has slots to put actual SD cards in and micro SD cards in. So I'm going to make a how-to, kind of like a, not really a tutorial video in that video, but I'm going to be making, I'm just going to show you guys your way around it with different platforms, with my MacBook Pro Max, with my gaming laptop, MSI. I have the Samsung Galaxy Ultra 11 or 11 Ultra tablet. I actually use that to edit my videos. Like right now, this video was edited on that program. And Insta360's programs on all of these different types of platforms, also on the iPad. So I want to show you guys how this thing looks on different platforms and how you can use it with different platforms. And some platforms, like the Mac platforms, you have a little more flexibility. You can actually record videos with like your tablet, your Mac, your iPad, or your iPhone, and the footage will save directly into the SD card on this quick reader. So there's a lot of things to look at in that video, but that's what that's not what this video is. This video is just a moto vlog. I know some people like to watch people moto vlog, so I'm moto vlogging, and I'm talking about this 2-in-1 quick reader as I'm riding to my truck to get my iPad. So if that's what you want to see, that's great. But I will tell you guys something before you go, or before you watch the video, whichever one you decide to do. Something was very interesting. I had the X5 with the chest mount, with the Insta360's X5 chest mount, which is this bad boy right here. I made a video on it when I first unboxed it. If you guys want to check that video out, definitely do that. I got the link in the description below. I had the X5 in this thing, right? Insta360 has an accessory option, or accessory area in the settings for when you use this camera with this mount. This is the only camera Insta360 have that has this in the accessories. Like if you go to the settings inside the camera and you look for accessories, you should be able to put chest mount, Insta360 chest mount. You think I'm lying? You think I'm lying, don't you? Yeah, I know you probably don't think I'm lying, but you don't think I know what I'm talking about. We got the X4. Okay, let me get out of frame so it focuses on the camera. Got the X4 right here, right? So we're gonna go into settings. You can see there's nothing here that indicate anything. We're gonna go to the settings itself. Nothing. It's nothing that says anything about the chest mount. You have something for the thermal cover, but that's about it. Right here, thermal grip cover, but nothing with the Insta360 mount, chest mount. Told you I wasn't lying. So the thing about that is, Insta360's app, it has a thing called AI mode. In order to use or make best use out of AI mode, when you do have your Insta360 X5, and by the way, you can put a slew of cameras onto that chest mount. Look at my Action 5, right? I know this is not Insta360 camera, doesn't need to be. Look at it. It's not going to work. Now, you could move this forward, right? You see how I just moved that forward? Put a quick release mount, because I have all my cameras, all of them, ready for Insta360 quick release mount system. I like Insta360's quick release mount system, so I have all of my cameras converted to mount to Insta360's quick release system. For example, have the Insta360's quick release mount, right? I'm gonna screw it on to the bottom of this little thing right here. And if you guys hear a bunch of noise in the background, I'm sorry. I am using DJI's mic mini for audio. So you see, we got the Insta360 quick release mount. look, X5 is going to connect to it, obviously, because I have them all converted. Okay, but you see we have a little bit of situation here. You can make it work, you're just going to have to be a little, you know, you see. Mind you, the DJI camera is the smallest camera of the action cameras, the big three at least, Insta360, DJI, and GoPro. You think I'm lying again? Damn, y'all don't believe nothing. Shout out to Insta360 for making nice little cases like that. I got my AcePro 2, an extra battery, some extra mounts that I don't use because they're too bulky, Insta360. You see this right here on the Action 5? You see that? That's a cold shoe mount door. Can we get one for the AcePro 2, please? This door is removable. Why can't this door be this? Cold shoe mount. So I can put a flashlight there and, you know, come on guys, all right? I used to talk about this all the time. So AcePro 2, let's see how this guy does. Hooked up to the quick release mount. Now, something I forgot to tell you guys, the quick release mount that I just put on there, there's a smaller one. Insta360 has a $25 quick release mount. It's kind of like a newer version. The difference is, it doesn't have the fold down legs like the one I just screwed onto this 360 mount, or this 360 chest mount. So I'm gonna unscrew this one. I'm gonna put the newer one, which is $25. And like I said, if you don't need the fold down teeth, they call them the GoPro teeth. If you don't need those, then Insta360 has a different offering, and there's this guy right here. Action 5, obviously it's gonna connect to it. It's an Insta360 quick release mount. We got clearance. We got some kind of clearance. All this extra mounting that I got on my Action 5, the AcePro 2 doesn't have because it's already got the quick release style on the bottom, so it just automatically connects without any extra attachments, allowing it to still mount but not mount. You see, the camera's too bulky, so it won't go a little bit closer to the back of this chest mount. That's a problem you have. I'm gonna flip the screen open. Still a problem, okay? Now I could do this, right? We're being really creative here. I could open this up, right? Then it goes back, but then now you got this. This is here, and it's gonna make noise in your audio unless you go full wireless, aka the Insta360 Mic Air. But you're still gonna have this thing just flapping around. So GoPro, okay, in the media mod, connected to the Insta360's quick release system. Okay, we're in there like swimwear and backing it up. It's just as good as DJI, to be honest with you. This is with it straight up and down, so your camera will face downward. So riding something like a mini moto, riding something like a naked bike, you could kind of do a dual purpose setup with your Action 5, your AcePro 2. Maybe not the AcePro 2 so much, but if you have a GoPro, Action 5, Action 4, Action 3, GoPro literally doesn't matter as long as you have a 1/4" base on your GoPro camera, which there are conversion kits if you have an older one, like this one is a 11 black. I have a conversion that allowed me to connect this Insta360 base plate to it. You can see right here, this is with the screw. This screws to the 1/4" female end, because this is a male end 1/4" right here. And I just used a flathead screwdriver, screwed it in, boom, we got the GoPro connected. The only problem with doing this with the GoPro is now the GoPro, in order for me to take the battery out of this GoPro, I have to like completely remove the base plate and then take the thing out the media mod, because the camera won't slide out of the media mod without this removed. And the battery for this, you see the media mod right here, battery's not on this side of the camera, it's on this side. So I have to take the camera out of the media mod to get to that battery on this side, and that's the only problem. I don't really use my GoPro anymore anyway, so there's that. To get back on track now, I was using this mount, guys, with the X5, and I did not go to the accessory option in the X5 and select this thing as an accessory that I was using. So that you pull down from the menu from the top, swipe left, you see accessories, you hit accessories, and you want to make sure it says POV chest mount. You want to make sure that is selected. What that does is it turns this camera into a single lens mode camera. And when it does that, you have to make sure, if you want, what I usually do, guys, is I make sure the screen, so when it's on my chest in the mount, is like this. The screen is always facing outwards. So that allows you to kind of mess around with the settings. When you do that, you want to make sure that this camera, this lens, because it's going to be this lens or this one that's on, or one of these two has to be on in order to be in POV mode, right? So I make sure the camera with the screen, that one is on. That way, all the footage is facing the way I'm facing when I'm on my bike riding. I didn't do that. This wasn't selected when I did this video. Something very interesting happened. When I got to post editing, that's when I realized, I was like, oh, dang it, I forgot it in regular 360 mode. I didn't go into the settings and hit the accessories button to tell it that it's in the POV chest mount. Insta360 has AI mode in their app. If you pull up the video and you click AI mode, it's going to analyze. It could take a long time depending on how long your video is and what quality you recorded your video in. I recorded in 5.7 plus. And what the app did was it recognized that this back lens was covered up because it was inside that mount. So it kept all the footage facing forward as if I wanted to originally, without having to go to the accessory option and selecting the POV chest mount. I thought that was fly. I thought that was super fly. So everything you see in this video, as far as like the way where the camera is looking, the AI feature in the Insta360 app did that. I did none of that. I didn't set no keyframes on this video or nothing. All I did was add the telemetry data, because some people like to see how fast you're riding. And I hit the color plus mode to give it a little bit more of a vibrant look to the video. And that's it. That's all I did. I did no keyframing in this video with this camera. I just let the AI mode do it. I let it analyze the video, and it recognized that one lens was blocked. It was being covered. So it never kept the visuals from the back lens on. It kept everything forward with the lens that was actually showing the video. I thought that was dope. If you guys want to see how this looks when I mount this camera on the dash or on the handlebars of the bike and then try the AI mode, let me know in the comments below. That's gotta be dope. Imagine if you out riding, right? And you hang out, you're riding, you're cruising, another cyclist come alongside and you like, hey, what's up? Y'all giving each other pounds and shit like that. And you had this thing recording all at that time. It will back and forth. It just the AI is just figuring out what's happening. And it's like, oh, okay, this guy's a new character in the video. Let me get him a little bit. Let me get the original character, and cars driving by and people walking by. That's gotta be dope. I'm gonna go, after I'm done doing this, I'm gonna go back outside on Ezra and have this on the handlebars and see how the AI mode edits that footage. But let me know if you want to see it, because I won't upload it or even process the video if you guys don't get in the comments. I need like 10 people to say do it. Just write do it in the comments and then hit the like button, and then I'll show you what that looks like. But anyways, enjoy the video. Segue here. This time we're gonna be on a Navi though. I gotta go to my truck and get my iPad because I gotta make a video for you guys on my other channel, Jonasegway Tutorials. Get over there. If you guys are interested in the Insta360 2-in-1 quick reader, I need to make a video on that thing. So I need to get my tablet, my iPad mini, out of my truck so that I can bring you guys a little bit more content on the 2-in-1 quick reader. That video is basically going to be in that video. I'm going to show you guys how to use it, how I use it rather, different ways you can use it, and how it's going to look when you use it with different computers, from a MacBook to a gaming laptop to my Samsung tablet S11 Ultra, my cell phone, and the iPad mini 4, which is the one that I have that I'm going to get right now. So if you guys want to see that, you get over there on that channel, go on ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a lot of tutorial style videos on that channel for you guys who always want to know how to do something, how to use something. You know, if you guys want to know how to use the Insta360 X5, I can show you how to use certain things. You guys get over there, find a video you think you might have some interest in, and comment.
comment what you want to see a video on. Let me know if you have any questions on anything. I'm always here to help you guys answer your questions and to give you just more insight on what you guys are looking at or interested in looking at. So I truly support, I truly appreciate your support going over there and letting me know that you came from this channel, and look forward to seeing you over there. But in the meantime, in between time, if you guys want to, this is just well, it's not a scooter vlog, but this is basically a moto vlog video. I'm just gonna record my riding to my truck, and if you guys like watching that type of stuff, that's what you're gonna see here in this video specifically, not like all my videos. The Insta360 201 quick reader, though, let's talk a little bit about it while we're on our way to my motorcycle, to my truck. I like it. I have quick readers, SD card readers. I have those already, right? But what the Insta360 card reader does is it allows me to store a bunch of quick readers, which obviously there's plenty of quick readers on the market that still offers that at a much lower price. I feel like if you're in the Insta360 ecosystem, okay, this is definitely going to be worth it because it does give you immediate access. It's all about making your way of life easier, guys. You know, you connect this thing to your iMac, you know, your MacBook or any kind of Mac computer or tablet you have, you know, from Apple. As soon as you connect this thing to it, it's going to say, hey, and you can tell it not to ask you every time. I always have it ask me because I don't want it to assume that I'm always trying to just go to Insta360's app just because I connected the Insta360's 2-in-1 quick reader to my device. So, but it'll allow you the option to just automatically open up the Insta360 app or any of Insta360's editing programs. You know, if you guys have a computer, MacBook, or gaming laptop, any laptop, regular computer, doesn't matter if you have a Windows computer or a Mac computer. If you download Insta360's editing software, and this thing will automatically prompt you, or ask you rather, if you want to open up that program. You know, that's just one little perk. It does allow up to 2 terabyte memory cards in the reading slots. You guys don't know, it does have 2 reading slots. You can put 4 cards in it, but in addition to the 4 storage slots, there's 2 actual reading slots. One for the XC style, you know, the bigger SD cards, and then one for the micro SD cards. And so what I like to tell people, or what I have been telling people at least lately, is if you're going to use something like this and you have multiple cameras, even if you're using like a Sony full frame camera that uses the regular full size SD cards, get those SD cards with the SD card micro slots in them. That way you have that flexibility to use the full size SD card or use the SD card, the micro SD card. The thing is, guys, some cameras on the market, they require a certain speed. It depends on the projects you got going on. You know, you can buy a micro SD card V60, for example, that has a very high, or at least a much higher read and write speed capability, you know, where it'll kind of keep up with a full-size SD card. But the highest range of full-size SD cards are going to be able to keep up with like full 8K recording and editing. You run into problems if you're trying to edit videos like 8K footage with a micro SD card that's less than a V30, you know, and even a V30, depending on your computer specifications, might struggle just a little bit, guys, just a little bit. So you got to keep all these things in mind. But if you're the average camera user, you're recording with Insta360 cameras, DJI cameras, GoPro cameras, any kind of an action camera or consumer level camera, action camera, 360 camera, you should be fine with a V30 card, A2 style, you know. I always tell people for 360 cameras, if the camera is able to, we know that the X4 can take up to 1 terabyte. We know the X5 Insta360 camera can take up to 1 terabyte. DJI Osmo 360, 1 terabyte SD cards. You know, I would always tell you for a 360 camera, 12 gigabytes or more is probably what you should put in a 360 camera. That way you always, for sure, always have enough space to really get a decent project done if you're a project type of recorder, you know. You don't always want to, you don't want to really do a 256. You can do a 256 gigabyte in your action camera. You may have to do your editing a lot sooner. You may have to edit more often than you want to, because you could fill up 256 gigabytes rather quickly. Excuse me, especially if you're recording in 8K. So it's always something to keep in mind. I like to do the 512s or the 1 terabyte, okay? And the quick reader allows you to take those micro SD cards, plug it into it. It is a little bit faster than like a quick reader. Some of you guys may have the Insta360 X5 quick reader. The Insta360 X5 quick reader is within 5 megabytes a second from this 201 quick reader on read and write speed, or not on read and write speeds, on write speeds. Read speeds, the actual X5 quick reader, according to my tests, was actually a little bit faster than the 201 quick reader. So it just depends. If you guys have the Insta360 X5 quick reader, that may just be all you need. You probably don't need to go on ahead and still get this 201 quick reader. That X5's quick reader is already going to be enough for you. You know, if you guys don't have either one, it depends on what you want to do. You know, do you want to have a ridiculous amount of storage space available to record on your X5, and that's all you care to have? Then get the X5 quick reader. It's just different tools for different jobs, for different people, different types of workflows. Not everybody have the same sort of workflow, so not everybody's gonna need a 2-in-1 quick reader, SD card reader, over an X5 quick reader, for example. They both are card readers. That's what you need to know. Yes, the X5 quick reader only takes micro SD cards, whereas a 2-in-1 quick reader can take a full-size SD card and a micro SD card. But the X5 quick reader can take 2 micro SD cards, and you can record on both of them. You can also have both of them read if you connect it to your phone or your tablet or your computer to do some editing. Yes, the X5 quick reader also uses up a little bit less energy than the 2-in-1 quick reader. Very marginal. We're talking 4 watts versus 4.5 watts, you know, and it depends. If you're using a full-size SD card inside the 2-in-1 quick reader, it may burn a little bit more energy, because that bigger quick reader, that bigger SD card might actually run higher speeds, which means it may consume more energy because it's doing a lot more. You get what I'm saying? So it just depends on what you got going on, guys. It depends on what you got going on. For me, I'm going to use the quick reader as straight storage. If you guys are moto vloggers, you know, for example, and moto vloggers are already going to know this. So I'm talking to you guys who want to be moto vloggers, or who may be new moto vloggers, and you use Insta360 cameras. And truth be told, like I said, it doesn't have to be Insta360 cameras. You could have straight up nothing but DJI cameras, and you'll get great use out of this 2-in-1 quick reader, because it'll allow you to transfer your video files, store your SD cards, and it's something that's like, it's durable, you know, looks good. The heat management is pretty decent. It's got the magnetic bottom side of it. I mean, there's just a lot of good things to having this. And when you look at the price point, it's competitively priced, in my opinion, you know. So it's all about what you want, guys. It's all about what you want. And I'm here to show you guys in that video. If you get over there on my other channel, I will show you guys how I use it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you connect it to different devices. Like I said, an iPad, when you connect it to a MacBook, when you connect it to a Samsung tablet, when you connect it to a Samsung phone. And like I said, depending on your device options, like your device's capabilities, you may not be able to read 2 terabyte cards. Also, remember, do you really want to use 2 terabyte cards? Because your cameras ain't going to be able to, you won't be able to use 2 terabyte cards in your cameras. And that, for some of you guys, that may defeat the purpose. I'm using it for strictly storage and the transfer videos with occasional editing videos from the Insta360 app, from the Insta360 cameras footage. So I have different uses for this quick reader. You guys may have a different reason why you want to buy something like this, or what kind of use you think you will have for something like this. So okay, got the little iPad here. I hardly ever use this thing. It's gonna take me a while to 3,500 miles is the next service. Is that a 10,000 mile service sticker? That's crazy. I didn't know that the service interval on these things could be that long. Not to say I believe it, guys, but you know, 3,500 miles is crazy. So yeah, get over there on that channel and I'm gonna show you guys how I use it and what it looks like. We're gonna download the Insta360's editing app on the computers. I already have their Insta360 app on my tablet. I have it on my phone. I got it downloaded on the iPad. I got it downloaded on my MacBook, and I got it downloaded on my gaming laptop. So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna show you guys how it looks with the quick reader. Now, if you guys are using a MacBook, if you guys are using any kind of a MacBook, doesn't matter if it's Pro or Pro Max or whatever, the Insta360 app will run on it. Just remember, if you're recording 8K footage, you still have to be mindful of your device's specs. And I'm not a spec nerd when it comes to computers and stuff like that, so I couldn't tell you what sort of processor you would need to run 8K videos. The app usually tells you that type of stuff when you're getting ready to download it. So just definitely take notes on that bits of information when you guys are downloading it. If you haven't already, if you have downloaded it already and you just forgot, go to the help section and you should be able to find information on what sort of specs your device needs in order to run 8K footage and all that good stuff. So let's get going. Let's get on. All right, Nabi, let's go. This thing is just not as fast as it should be, but it's all good. Something I noticed with this bike is it's hella faster when I don't wear a helmet. Like when I don't wear motorcycle gear, I get like 57, 58 miles an hour out of this thing. But look, we're not even cracking 50 right now. Wide open throttle. And it could be because I have a little bit of a side wind, more of a headwind, but it's coming from the side just a little bit. It could be because of that, but it's all right. It's good enough. This thing is it's a perfect bike for the size city that I live in. You know, you don't need a whole lot of speed here. It's small. I do wish I was in a bigger city though. I get a little bit more use out of this thing, but that's not the situation. So you make do with what you got. But anyways, yeah, quick reader, good tool. I seem to use it all the time. When I take the footage off this X5 right now, which I do have on Insta360 X5 selfie stick mount, chest mount. So I do seem to, I find myself using this quick reader a lot more. So every time I need to take footage, oh, look at the farm truck, actual farm truck. When I need to take footage off my cameras in general, don't matter which brand camera I get it from, I seem to reach for this quick reader a lot, and just to transfer my videos. It does it pretty quickly. It's got the magnetic backing, so I can magnetically connect it to the back of my Samsung tablet, because that's magnetized as well, or has a material that will allow a magnet to stick to it. Same thing with my phone. I have I don't know what they call it, MagSafe. I have a MagSafe case from my Samsung Z Fold 5. And it sticks to the back of that very well. In that video, I'm also going to show you guys how. So Insta360 said that you can record videos from your phone straight to the SD card inside of this 201 quick reader. So basically, it sounds like they're saying that this quick reader is an extension to your cell phone when it comes to storage. So if you start recording videos on your cell phone, and they were showing a Mac phone or an Apple phone, not a Samsung phone. I'm going to try it on the Samsung phone, but they were basically saying iPhone users, if you guys record videos with your iPhone, you will be able to store the videos that you record directly onto the SD card that you have in one of the reading slots of this SD 201 card reader. So that's what the tablet's going to be for. Hopefully this iPad, that's what this iPad is for, and hopefully this iPad will give me some insight on how to actually do that, so I can kind of show you Apple users how to make that happen. So it's going to be an extensive video. I'm going to try to make it as short as possible, but sometimes informational videos like that, they just can't be short. They have to be long. So I'll try and do you guys a favor and make timestamps. And if I don't, if I forget, please forgive me. But yeah, that's what my intellect. I'm getting over 50 now, about 51 miles an hour. But definitely get over there, guys. Like I said, if you guys want to know a little bit more detailed information, that's what I'm going to be doing on that channel, giving you guys detailed information on certain devices, certain tools. You know, I do some cooking stuff over there as well. Just a whole lot of how-tos, tutorials on editing videos. You know, and a lot of video editing programs are, I guess you could say, the language, they're different. It's like speaking, it's like American English versus UK English versus Australian English. They're all gonna generally understand each other, right? They just have little things that's different. Maybe little actions might be worded slightly different. Just depends on the developers and where they're from and how they understand a certain word to you know, what they understand a certain word to be, or how it's supposed to sound to them in their native land and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be doing stuff like that over there. Like I said, guys, get over there, find some videos. If you ain't see anything you like, just pick a video over there on that channel and comment. Let me know what you want to see so I can get active out here. It's winter time, so I won't be able to ride these bikes anymore. Come another month or two, probably just another month, it might be too cold to actually ride, and so I may have to convert my content to tutorials for the most part, you know, showing you guys how to do certain things. That way when spring comes around next year, for most of us, you guys kind of know, you have some sort of conditioning on what to do. You know, you may know how to start editing now. A lot of you guys might want to start channels, and maybe something like editing videos is kind of scary for you. You know, I will tell you that at some point you will have to invest in your channel, meaning editing programs. Usually the first thing you go for. You may have to start investing in a good editing program. Find one that works for you. Find one that makes it fun to use for you, or easy to understand, or both. I use KineMaster with a K. K-I-N-E-M-A-S-T-E-R. K-I-N-E and then master. It's spelled KineMaster. And I've used that program. I've used Filmora. I've used DaVinci. I've used a lot of programs. Oh God, Filmora. I said Filmora already. I've tried Apple iMovie. That one's actually pretty decent for a free editing app. But that's only for iPhone users, or I users, Mac users, whatever you want to call it. So there's a lot of programs that are free that are decent. But when as you guys create and you dig more into your creative side, you are going to realize that those free apps are just not cutting it anymore. They will come through in a pinch when you need them to, but they don't overall cut it. You're going to want to have more options. You're going to want to explore your creativity more, and that's when you're going to have to end up paying and investing in your craft, which, like I said, is going to mean you having to pay for an editing program that you like so much, you know. And that's okay, guys, and that's okay. And it's going to happen again when you guys want to start putting cool music in your videos. You're also going to find out that you can't put your favorite song in your videos if you want to get monetized. It's just not going to work. You're going to have to you have to pay heavily for these things, and it can get real complicated when it comes to using your favorite music in your videos. It can get very complicated because sometimes there's time restrictions on it. You know, sometimes there's still royalties attached to. Oh, we got the dead homie. Got the crew out. All right, must be a veteran. I don't even know where the convoy is. Oh, that's it. Okay, maybe there wasn't a convoy. They were just riding together, or it's just a really small group of guys doing it for a fallen comrade. They didn't know, but they knew he was a fallen comrade, so they got together and made that happen. That's really cool either way. But anyways, guys, TMC, too much chrome, baby. But anyways, my Samsung Z Fold 5 does not read 2 terabyte cards. I put it in a quick reader. It is not able to read or write from or to the 2 terabyte SD card. It's just too big. So like I said, and that's 2 generations old. So you just have to always keep that in mind, guys. when you want to use 2 terabyte SD cards. I think most somewhat modern day things can read 2 terabytes nowadays, but a Z Fold 5 camera, my Samsung Galaxy Tab 11 Ultra reads all of that stuff. So, all right, here we are. Okay, guys, that a mosquito? Sure the hell is. Up, he just flew off the door off of Rodney. Probably looking for somewhere to terrorize people. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna put Ezra inside. Okay, so we're gonna get Ezra put inside, and hey, thanks for watching. That's it. That's the end of the video. I just want to take you guys with me to the truck to go get this tablet so that we can make this video for the other channel. What is that? Is there some damage on my lens? Sure looks like it. All right. Hey, thanks.